Good morning student, this is Shailesh Kumar and we are on the channel Think Math, Think Different, Jara Hatke, and now we are going on the chapter Ratio and Proportion, and in this chapter our topic of discussion in this video is the proportion. Proportion, what is the proportion? First you need to know that what the proportion is. Proportion is that when the ratios, the given two ratios are same. If the two given ratios are same, then these ratios are said to be proportionate. Okay, now see how. For this we will have to watch the video till end. Now in this video we will given this type of ratio and we have to confirm are these proportionate or not. So let us start with the numerical problems that will clear our concept in this regard. So let us start this video and must watch completely this video. Dear student, in this video we are going to find the fact that if the given four terms are in proportion or not. Now, to be proportion, there should be two ratios and four terms must be there. Here you can see in both of the sums there are how many terms? In the first sum 12, 15, 4 and 5. Okay, I consider these first two as a ratio. Okay, so I write 12 ratio 15. Now it implies 12 over 15 because we can convert ratio into fractional form. After converting it to fractional form, we will bring it into simplest form. On dividing by 3, I have left with 4 over 5. That is converted to the ratio 4 ratio 5. So 4 ratio 5 can be written as 4 over 5 and 4 over 5 can be written as 4 ratio 5. So for the first group of 12 and 15, the answer is 4 by 5. You may see that, and the last group also represent 4 ratio 5. So we can say that the first ratio, it means the ratio between the first two entries and the ratio of the last two entries is same. If this is same, then I will mark the central symbol. You can see that is the ratio symbol, but it is marked twice. So this symbol is called the proportional symbol. So I can say that 12, 15, 4, 5 are in proportion. So students, you understand this question? Now in this method, the second way is going to introduce. You will multiply the extremes and the means. If the answers are same, then these are also in proportion. Here you can see 12 and 5 multiply 60 and 15 multiply 4. Those were in the middles. The answer is having 60. So this was the second method to determine the given four numbers are in proportion or not. Similarly, we come on the second question. Here you see 1.2, 1.6, 0.9 and 1.2. All these are like decimal. After decimal, there is only one digit. Whenever the case is of like decimal, we can skip the decimal and may write all the numbers without decimal students. So I will write 12, 16, 9 and 12 in place of 1.2, 1.6, 0.9, 1.2 respectively. Now this is the simple question as the earlier one. So 12, 16. I will find the ratio of 12 and 16. 12 ratio 16 can be converted to fractional form. 12 by 16. 12 by 16 I have written again to cut These are commonly divisible on table of 4. 4 3s are 12 and 4 4s are 16. So the fraction is 3:4. So I can write 12:16 is equal to 3:4. Now the second group of numbers, 9:12. 9/12 is equal to 9/12. Now we may divide it at 3's table. 3 3s are 9 and 3 4s are 12. So it is 3/4. So it can be written as 3:4. So 9:12 is also equivalent to 3:4. So we have seen that the answer for the ratio of the first two number and the last two number is same. That's why I can say that 1.2 ratio 1.6 proportion to ratio 0.9 and ratio 1.2. Now you can see if we adopt second method where we will multiply the extremes 12 and 12 and multiply the means 16 by 9. So 16 multiply 9 we get 144 and 12 multiply 12 that is also 144 students. So the answers are same. Now we can write 1.2, 1.6, 0.9 and 1.2 are in proportion. So in this way we come to know the two methods to check a group of four numbers, they are in proportion or not. The first is of division method, converting to the simplest form, and the second one the multiplication of extremes and means. Now we are on the third part. 1/2, 1/4, 1/7 and 1/14. Now student, which method we must apply here as our convenience? Now 1/2, 1/4, 1/7, 1/14. This is the question. Now we must multiply the extremes. It means we will write product of extremes should be equal to product of means. If the answers are same, then we can say that these are in proportion. 1/2 multiply with 1/14. Both are extremes. Now we see 1/4 and 1/7. Now 1/18, 28 and 1/28. You see both the products are same. Left hand side is equal to right hand side. So what we can say? We can say that the given expression is a proportion. 1/2, 1/4, 1/7, 1/14 are in proportion. Now we are on the next question. 2, 3.5, 3, 4.5. Now 2, 3.5, this is a mixed fraction, and 4.5 is also an mixed fraction. Now this may be converted to the improper fraction 7/2 and this may be 9/2. 3 multiply 2, 6 plus 1, 7 and 2 multiply 4, 8 plus 1, 9/2. Okay. Now we will adopt the same method, that the product of extreme and product of means. If this is same, then we can say that they are in proportion, but if they are not same, then we will say that these are not in proportion, students. Now 2 multiply 9/2 is equal to 7 by 2 multiply 3. 2 cancel with 2. 2 ones are 2 and 9 is left only. Here you see 7 multiply 3, 21 over 2. Now the left hand side is not equal to right hand side. Now what we can say now? As 9 is not equal to 21 by 2. That's why 2, 3 and half, 3, 4 and half are not in proportion. So this was the first case where we find that the given statement or the group